Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be getting ready, and this is like my perfect college morning routine. It's gonna get you, out the door into class, actually on time today. Clearly by the background, we are in a new location. I did actually film this video before. I did let you guys know in that video that I was gonna be moving, but since I am refilming, I did have to wait until we moved into our new apartment, and by we I mean me and my mom. That's why you see like boxes and all of that everywhere, just because we're not moved in a lot. So before I start, if you guys do want my full face routine, just let me know. I'd be more than willing to give you guys that. If you've known me for a long time, you know my skin has came like a long way. But like I said, without further ado, we're actually gonna get into the video this time. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by, so the first thing that I usually do, like just with my hair, is make my part. I take my hair down like every night, no matter usually what style it's in. It's cold outside. Like, I live in Texas, but it's not for me. Like, this ain't my cup of tea at all. So I'm just gonna anyway, we're just gonna keep going. I'm pretty much just gonna wet my ends a little bit of my hair. So what I want to do is just get that in, work that into like the front of my hair like that. This is how it's gonna look. Boom, bam. So the gel that I use is the Ampro Pro Style. It's the super hold that I use, because if you look like on the container, that little white strip right there, it'll say like regular hold. I get the super hold, but like I don't use Eco Styler. I've never used Eco Styler. This is what works for me. I've been buying it like my whole life, and I'm just brushing my hair. I use like a really big hard brush to comb out my hair, just because it makes it like a lot easier. So like I said, I've been using Ampro style for like a really long time, and I literally just take like a glob on my hand and pretty much just slap it on my head. Like, you don't have to like smooth it, just a little bit, but pretty much slap. And I feel like the biggest part with getting your slick back buns like flat is like smoothing your hair down. I literally take my hair and I just do this. So I'm just gonna take Cantu Shea Butter, the coconut oil and shine hold mist, and then I'm gonna take the African Pride Moisture Miracle coconut and baobab oil, hydrate and strengthen leave-in cream. Focus, can you focus on me? Moisture is your best friend. Like, if you got natural hair, you already know moisture is your best friend. And I really do feel like a lot of people like question whether or not like my hair waves up like when I do my slick back buns and stuff. And like, if you look at this curly, like, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. I know I need my ends clipped though. I cut my hair a minute ago. I neglected clipping them for a minute just because it was like so short. I was just trying to enjoy my hair being so short. I'm gonna take it and kind of just to the front just a little bit. Don't worry about how your edges look at the moment. We gonna get into that in just a second. Give me a second. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of gel, just a little bit. All right, so after that, these two things is gonna be your best friend when you're doing your hair. Girl, I got cuts all over my fingers from my job. The Got to Be Glued styling gel. And then I'm gonna just take this, like about that much, and literally I'm gonna like take it all around there. You want that flatness, like the flatness makes the style. Now I will say one thing, with this Got to Be Glued, you can get a lot of product buildup. And then we're just gonna take your little edge brush, whatever. This is like $1 at the beauty supply. We're just gonna do the damn thing. Now, to be honest, I don't know if anybody ever noticed this, but my hair looks like way thinner right here than any other part of my head, and it's honestly because I have a natural cowlick right here. My hair, this is the only part of my hair that it literally goes in opposite directions. So like that hair that's right there is like the only part that's gonna naturally just lay down that way. All the rest of my head goes this way, except for this right here. I did just recently graduate from high school. I'm going to community college. There's a lot of like people are really skeptical with everything that surrounds like community college, and I understand that just because some people's like majors and stuff are just what they want to do with their life. Like community college can actually be like more inconvenient. We're taking like just your associate's degree classes at a university, and you decide to change your major and like you have to take certain other classes, like that's going to be way more expensive for some people. So I think that was like another big reason that I did it. And another reason is like I still get to be at home for a while. So next, what I want to do, even though my hair does look like it got a little bit of sheen or whatever, I'm extra with it. So I'm gonna take the Shine and Jam conditioning gel, extra hold. This is pretty much just kind of like edge control, and I'm gonna literally take like that much. I feel like this kind of turned into my college routine, but like a chit chat, get ready with me, because I feel like I've just been talking about so much different stuff, which I hope is okay with y'all. I hope y'all enjoy listening to me talk about stuff. Let me do my sideburns just because that's not cute. I'm gonna take my Got To Be Glued and just lay down pretty much like the top. I'm done with my hair, and that is how, I hope that was like in depth enough. For the most part, this is pretty much how I do my hair. Another important step that I kind of forgot, and this is like a if needed step, is like just wrapping your hair down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna start with my brows. So I do my brows a little bit different. Most people do them the opposite way of how I do mine, and some people even do their brows like after they do their full face. I like doing my brows first because I don't like product already in my brows like when I try to do them. I'm gonna just spoolie these. I have a really weird arch. Like I have one of those arches that kind of like drops right there. So here comes the weird part of how I do my brows. I actually shape the bottom of my brows first, and that's because I have two very, very different shaped brows. It's just easier for me to get them more similar like when I don't fill them in first, because if I fill them in first, I'll just go with whatever, you know, my brow shape is. Oh yeah, and I'm using Tarte Shape Tape. I am in the color Deep, and I love my brows, like don't get me wrong. So now I'm gonna take this little pomade. I don't know where I got this pomade from, y'all. I've really been honing in on my skin routine lately and what I'm doing with my skin, and kind of just catering to like her needs. I have eczema, number one. I can't let my skin get really dry, even though I'm like, oh, I don't want to be oily. That's why I don't even mind it, because it makes me look just glowy. Letting my skin get dry, it'll straight up flake. Like it'll straight up flake. So I make sure that my skin stays as hydrated and as moisturized as possible. Now with moisturization, I have acne prone skin. That's just what it is. So with moisturizer, if I keep it subtly moisturized, pretty much light moisturizers, I mean, my skin won't really break out. It'll break out a lot less versus if it were to be dry. After that, I'm just gonna take this off. I'm gonna take my little smashbox. I got this the little like sample bottle just to smooth out my pores a little bit. So like right up under my eyes and around my nose. So what I'm gonna take is my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I am in the color AMANDE. What I'm gonna do first, I have my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick foundation. I'm literally just gonna get a little brush, and because I have some discoloration like around my nose and my mouth, I'm just gonna pat that there. We got a beauty blender My bad, I forgot to go get her. Pretty much just go up under my eye with this creamy radiant, or just I highlight my face pretty much. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out. I feel like winter is the time that people really wear kind of grungy makeup, just because it's cold outside. You don't have to worry about sweating your makeup out. I'm just gonna take my Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm not gonna let that bake. I'm literally gonna wipe that right away. I'm going to take some on my laugh line, just to it'll keep it from like seeping in. I'm gonna contour my nose with my foundation, and we're gonna wipe that away. I'm gonna take this foundation stick and I'm gonna just, my face, clearly as you can tell, I have a tiny forehead. I'm gonna take the Ulta Beauty Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. Spray my beauty blender. I love this sweater, bro. This sweater is, so pretty. Like, I'm making that my mission this fall is to just buy a bunch of sweaters. We are gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. Not eyeliner, girl, eyeshadow. The Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette. Basic everyday. Well, not even necessarily basic. You get your basics pretty much. Everyday palette. And I'm just giving my eye like just a little bit of depth. And yeah. Now when you got like an 11:30, 11 o'clock class, you got time to do this. And then I might deepen this crease mouth. That's what we're gonna do there. Cool. I didn't. That was a lot up like that. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So next, actually I don't even think I ever blended out. I'm gonna set around my nose really quick too. We already know what it is, so I'm gonna just hurry up, quick put those on. And I know somebody gonna be in the comments talking about my lash glue, like, oh my god, that ain't lash glue, that ain't lash glue. Actually, it is, what it say? It say eyelash glue. So don't do me. One thing that I've honestly been into so much lately, and I feel like it's probably because it's fall outside and like you can get away with it. Not even you can get away with it. I just feel like I start doing it and like I start loving it way too much. But it's blush. Like, I've been so into blush, and I'm still taking that I'm dipping back into the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette. I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of that off. And I just go over, you know, my cheeks. There, I'm moving y'all. I moved y'all in a little bit closer. I probably should have did that a long time ago, but my bad. All right, and then just a little bit at the tip of my nose. That's pretty much it. Like, what I like to do, my little morning routine. This usually takes me about literally like probably just like an hour to do my hair and my makeup. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.